Hi, I'm Sarah Volkomerson. I'm here with the cast of Exorcist, which is going to premiere on September 23rd. Ben Daniels, Geena Davis, Alfonso Herrera, welcome.
Thank you.
This is the scariest pilot. I'm just going to say it's going to be the scariest pilot of the fall because it is, inspired by one of the scariest movies of all time, of course. 1973, Exorcist. When did you guys all first see that movie?
Oh, we were just talking about that.
Really?
13.
14.
10.
10's I think 10 is too young,
That's
quite frankly.
Yes.
Yes.
My little brother,
coming out
he
with this
was
parent.
probably 7 years old.
Oh,
7.
So yes.
He just liked the pretty green.
No, it was scary for both of us. I think he had the worst part.
It's a scary movie, but let's talk about how you guys are doing it differently for the show, because you two are both playing priests, different but very different kinds of priests. So
Hugely different.
why don't you go down and explain your father that you role?
I play Father Marcus Keene, who is the exorcist, and he's been an exorcist for 41 years. And he is from a very working class, impoverished, quite violent background. An event happens to him when he's like about 7 or 8 that sort of leaves him with this pent-up rage, which he uses in his work, but it also makes him very abrupt and abrasive. And when we meet him, he's in a complicated state where he's quite raw and unpredictable.
That is a good description.
That's me.
Yes, it's very good.
It is. Despite your sunny personality, you're very different in the show.
Well, my character is Tomas Ortega. He is a priest that has this little parish outside Chicago, in the suburbs of Chicago. He has...
So sweet.
Oh, so sweet.
Aw, you're a little
And
bit.
he has a very quiet, easy life. He has this... he has a very good relationship with his congregation, but suddenly this event, Geena Davis' character, Angela, comes for help for Tomas, and that single event is going to change his life forever, and not just his life, but also Angela's life and Father Marcus' life.
Is it fair to say you're getting sort of visions, supernatural visions of things happening outside the nice suburbs of Chicago?
Yes, those visions start to occur, and that's in a way the link and how we start to connect, how Father Marcus and Father Tomas connect to, in a way, get this plan or to have this purpose of fighting these evil spirits.
And Geena, of course, it's your household. We won't
Yes.
reveal who in the household is having some trouble.
Right.
But
Although it's not me.
It's not you. Oh, it's a spoiler.
Oh,
it's
I
not
did
you.
spoil
Yeah.
it. Okay.
But what made you want to do this? Because it's been a while since it's TV.
Yeah,
And,
well, no, I loved it. I'll work anytime as long as it's something good. And I loved it. I really loved the pilot, and I love everybody working on it. And it's really exciting. I mean, I was tremendously impacted by the movie, as pretty much anybody I've ever met. It was, and this is such a cool take on it because it acknowledges that actually happened. So this is now 40 years later, 40 plus years later, and something starts happening again, and it's something in my family is going on. So,
I was saying to these guys, there's these little hints from the movie that
Right.
are like sprinkled through the episode, which is great. But for me, I was like, what about the music? Because you have like a Pavlovian reaction when you hear the, and then I will say it does come in. And it's still
spoiler!
really, listen, it's
Spoiler.
scary. I just want people to be aware of what they're going to be dealing with.
It's scary.
So can you tease what's going to happen during the rest of the season? Like, what are we going to be seeing?
What can we say? It gets worse.
A
No,
lot worse.
you guys don't fix everything and go drinking?
It's
That'd be nice.
super.
We might go
scary.
drinking.
Well, I think there has to be some heavy drinking around some of the things that happen, but
Not necessarily alcohol.
Oh.
It gets. What?
No, now
I'm just making it up now.
Yes.
Fake spoilers.
Aliens are involved. No, but no, it gets
It gets
bigger.
It gets
It gets
bigger
bigger.
and
becomes a bigger
scarier.
and bigger problem, and it's super scary.
Has this made you guys start believing in demons?
Well, weirdly, It's always lived. I'm a complete horror film nut, and it's
Oh, yeah.
always lived in a very fictional area for me. And when I work as an actor, I do as much research as I can. So I was like, okay, yeah, he thinks this is real, and then I started to delve into it all and got completely terrified.
Really?
Yeah, and it's sort of there in every culture, you know, whether it's Catholic or in the jungle, or, you know, it's there in every culture that people get possessed and then someone can cure them of their possession. And even, it just started to freak me out. I slept with the lights on a couple of nights.
Did
in
you
Chicago,
really?
and I'm completely rational, and I went to see a priest, and I thought, well, the priest will just like tell me how it is. And then he was like, you know, he said a couple of things, and I was like, really? And it was like a chance to really question someone. And he didn't make me feel safe.
Anybody
It's-
else?
yeah.
Are you guys sleeping with the lights on?
I get scared quite easily,
Do you?
especially with horror films at the beginning. So you can imagine my experience with when I first saw The Exorcist. But I do think that light and darkness exist, and I think that evil forces exist, and especially I think this balance this balance exists, and it's what we're trying to portray in this pilot, in this show, is this fight and this war that has existed since the beginning of times.
It's very heady stuff. It is. Well, thanks so much for coming in. Everybody watch Exorcist September 23rd on Fox. Thanks, guys.
Thank
and
you.
stay
Thank you.
tuned.
Thank you.